Let's talk about how we can really change your perception of tinnitus. Habituation. We've heard this word before. This is how our brains detect very weak sounds as long as they are significant, like a baby crying in the middle of the night. It's also how we ignore certain things we do. Have you ever driven somewhere and upon arriving have no memory of your drive, like you were zoned out the entire time? That's because our brains cannot handle more than one conscious task at a time, so it automates as many tasks as possible into the subconscious, like driving a car. It then prioritizes all other tasks, starting with the most important. Our goal is to change our brain's thought process. Right now, it thinks your tinnitus is important. However, it's not. We want to move that tinnitus sound from being labeled as important to unimportant. This will stop our brains from allowing the sound to reach our awareness. Without the sound reaching our awareness, it means we have habituated to it. There are other things that you have habituated to, including wearing rings on your fingers, or how your clothes feel on your skin, the refrigerator running, or how you feel when seated on a couch. We would like to add tinnitus to that list. Let's talk about tinnitus retraining therapy. The goal of this therapy is to reduce tinnitus associated stress. This therapy is aimed at habituation of reactions induced by tinnitus, like stress, frustration, and anxiety. You may still be aware of your tinnitus. Like we said, there is no cure. However, there is management. Our goal is not to get the tinnitus to go away, it's for our brains to not be bothered by the tinnitus. With this therapy, it should not induce any or very little annoyance. The length of time it takes for our brains to habituate to the tinnitus varies. It is hard work, but it is typically effective work if done correctly. It takes time for your brain to reassign the tinnitus as unimportant, but once it does, the tinnitus should have little to no effect on your life. Let's test your knowledge. Our brains can handle more than one conscious task at a time. Yes or no? I'll give you time to think. No, they can only handle one conscious task at a time. It will take everything unimportant and put it into our subconscious, like driving a car. True or false? True habituation takes time. True. Though the length of time varies, true habituation is hard work, and we need to give our brain the time it requires to be able to see tinnitus as an unimportant sound. Here's a tough one. What is the goal of tinnitus retraining therapy? Is it to hear tinnitus more? To eliminate tinnitus? To reduce stress? To listen to sound therapy? Or to habituate to tinnitus? The goal of tinnitus retraining therapy is to reduce tinnitus related stress. I know habituation probably seemed like the answer, and it's a great guess. We do want you to habituate to your tinnitus, which is known as the aim of the therapy. Our goal is to reduce the effects of your tinnitus by allowing your brain to habituate. Great work.